Okay, good afternoon, year one. Time for your PDL lesson today, and we're going to be looking at mental health. That's a really tricky concept, isn't it? Mental health, what does that mean? Well, we're really good at looking after our bodies. We do lots of exercise. We talk about it a lot at school, how we do lots of exercise, how we drink lots of water and eat healthy food. But how do we look after our minds? How do we look after our mental health up here? Really important at the moment. Not only is it Children's Mental Health Awareness Week, but also now that we're in lockdown because of the coronavirus, we're not doing a lot of the things that make us happy, that keep us really happy. We can't see some of our family, which is really sad. Lots of you are not at school, you're working at home. So things are a little bit different at the moment. So it's really important that we do look after our minds and our heads, and we kind of keep them healthy as well. Let's have a look together at things that we can do. Okay. Let me just share this with you. Bear with me a second. Oops. Okay, so positive mental health. Let's have a look. What does it mean? The big questions. How can we keep our minds healthy? And what is positive mental health? Let's find out a little bit more. So we're really good at keeping our bodies healthy. Keeping our bodies healthy means that our bodies and our minds are in great condition and that we feel really good. So what can we do to help our body to be healthy? How can we help ourselves to feel good? That's what's really important. Can you think of 3 different ways to keep our bodies healthy? Or I'll give you a couple of minutes just to have a little think. Good, fantastic. Who thought of these ideas to keep our bodies healthy? Washing our hands. Oh, we are good at washing our hands at the moment, aren't we? Going outside and playing football. Now, I know we can't play in the playground at the moment, but we can definitely go and have a kick around at the park, maybe with a grown-up, or we can ride our bikes. I know lots of you are doing that, and that's really good. Eating healthily. Yeah, there's a big bowl of fruit there. I don't know about you guys, but I love fruit. I take some grapes into school every week. Mrs. Cutler and I have them. Keeps us healthy, keeps us snacking on healthy food. So that's really important as well. And then sleeping. That's one thing that we don't often think is a really good way to keep ourselves healthy. But getting a really good night's sleep is really, really important. So let's have a look at what it's saying here. It's saying here to make healthy choices so that our body works as well as it can. That's really important, to make healthy choices. Maybe when you finish your schoolwork today, instead of sitting and watching TV or playing on your tablet, maybe you can make a really good choice and go out for a walk with your grown-ups or go out for a bike ride. That'd be a really good thing to do. We need to do all that we can to keep our bodies healthy, and it keeps our minds healthy, and then we feel happier too. Really important. Okay, well, that's a nice picture of a park. I know that you guys can still go to the park, which is fantastic. So if you can, go to the park with your grown-ups and maybe your little brothers and sisters or big brothers and sisters. That would be a really good thing to do as well. So, healthy minds. How do we keep our minds healthy? We've talked about keeping our bodies healthy, but how do we keep our minds healthy? Let's have a look. Just like with our body, it's important that we do things to help our minds to be healthy, to be in good condition and help us to feel well, and therefore we'll feel happy. Really important. Oh, look at that. That's your brain doing a workout. Let's see what we can do to give our brain a workout. So what can we do to keep our minds healthy? We can keep active. Believe it or not, keeping your whole body healthy, doing active things, also keeps your mind happy, your mind healthy, and therefore keeps you feeling happier. I know not always we don't want to go out for a walk. I know I certainly don't want to go out for a walk or a run all the time, but actually when you're out doing it, it makes you feel so much happier. We can eat healthily. Eating healthy also keeps our minds healthy. Really important to make some good choices when it comes to food and our snacks as well. We can drink enough water. I've got my cup of water here. I know lots of you guys do when you're working, when you're at home. You have your water bottles with you. That as well keeps our minds healthy. Isn't it funny that all the things that keep our bodies healthy also keep our minds healthy? And this is really important. We can ask for help if something is troubling us. Now, Mrs. Cutler and I say this to you all the time at school, don't we? We talk about how if there's a problem, if something's upsetting you, or you're worried about something, or if you're struggling with some of your work, to come and talk to us. It's really important that you guys talk to us, and not just us, that you talk to your grown-ups. I know lots of you are working at home at the moment. So if something's troubling you or something's making you feel sad, you can talk to your grown-ups. or you can talk to your teachers when you are at school. It's really important to ask for help so that you don't keep it all in your mind up here. You take it out of your mind and you share it with somebody else. It really helps when you've got a problem to share that problem with somebody else. Now it says here to make sure we have time each day to be calm and quiet. Also really important, and there's a pile of books there. Put your hands up if you read each day. I know I do, and I know I have to make my children read every day as well, which is quite difficult because they're a bit older than you. But I try every day to make sure they just have a little bit of time to sit and do some reading, because that's really good to relax us and help us to chill out. Who remembers when we did yoga in year R? I know I certainly did, but that's another way to have some calm and quiet time. So maybe you could look at some kids yoga on YouTube and maybe do that with your grown-ups one afternoon instead of reading. It's a really good way just to keep calm and quiet and to relax our bodies and relax our minds. Now it says here, let's spend time each day doing something we love. Really important at the moment, guys, where we're in lockdown and we can't really get out, we can't really do too much of the things that we love, to find something at home that you love doing. Now, it might be reading. It might be playing with your baby brother or sister. It might be just chilling out, reading a book. Doesn't matter. Let's take time every day to do one thing that you love to do. I'll tell you what mine is. Mine is to sit really quietly on my own and to read a book just for 20 minutes. I've got a really busy house. All of my family are all at home at the moment, so we don't have much time to spend on our own. So I just make sure that I have 10 minutes, 20 minutes on my own each day, just reading a book. Really important. We can spend time outside. We've talked about that lots, haven't we? Being outside, walking, exercising, it's not only good for our whole body, but it's good for our minds as well. It keeps our minds healthy. We can be creative. Loads of you are creative. We do lots of creative things at school with our craft corner, but maybe at home you can think about getting creative as well. Maybe your grown-ups could buy you a small book that you could do some drawing in if you haven't got one already, or a colouring in book to do some colouring in. Anything you can to just be creative and to have time to just let your mind be creative on its own. We can help others. That's really important. Healthy minds. Put your hand up if you do things to help others at the moment. It might be to help a neighbour, or it might be to help an elderly relative. How does that make you feel? Yeah, it makes you feel really good, doesn't it? I know I've delivered a few bits of shopping to some of my relatives, and it makes me feel really good that I can help them at the moment when they need it most. So help others. It might be just helping your grown-ups in the house, maybe making a drink for them, or helping them put the dishes in the dishwasher maybe. But let's try and help others each day. It makes a huge difference. And we talked about this, didn't we? We can make sure we get enough sleep. That's really important, to get enough sleep. It keeps your mind really, really healthy, because when you're sleeping, it gives your mind time to just relax and chill out, ready for the next day of work. And the last one, we can spend time with people who make us smile. Oh, I'm sure we've got lots of people in our houses at the moment that make us smile, don't we? I know I certainly have. And also we get to see people on Zoom and things like that. It makes Mrs. Cutler and I smile so much in the morning when we see you guys on Zoom. And when we see your videos and things like that, it really does make us smile an awful, awful lot. So spend time with people that make you smile. Maybe you can organise little Zoom catch-ups with some of your friends. I'm sure some of you are doing that already. Bit difficult at the moment because we can't really see our friends, but I'm sure there definitely are ways that we can spend time with people who make us smile and make us happier. Oh, this is the last one. Let's remember just that we are special just the way we are. That's really important, guys. Every single one of you is so, so, so special. So special. So even though you might be at home and you might be feeling maybe a little bored sometimes, and you might be missing your friends, and maybe you're even missing me, and you might be missing Mrs. Cutler, but I doubt it. Just remember that you guys are so special. We miss you guys so, so much. Okay, and you're all very, very special and really, really important to lots of people. So it's really important that you guys remember that you're just how special you really are. So let's have a look. Now, with your mind, it doesn't always feel happy, does it? Sometimes we feel worried, we feel frightened, sometimes we feel sad. Absolutely, we all do. Adults do, and you children do as well. Absolutely. We might have some thoughts that make us feel a bit sad. Here, look, this little boy's a bit sad, isn't it? It's not about being happy all the time, mental health. Sometimes you will feel sad, and sometimes you do feel a little bit worried or frightened about things. But we talked about this before. The most important thing to do when you're having those feelings is to talk to somebody. Okay, it might be a teacher, it might be your grown-ups at home. Okay, maybe when you're on Zoom with your grandparents, you might want to tell them that you're feeling a little bit sad. It's absolutely fine to talk about it, and it's absolutely fine to feel like it. Okay, but talking about it helps you to understand how you're feeling. And sometimes grown-ups, lots of times grown-ups, have some really important information they can give you, and they can maybe help you to stop feeling quite so sad or stop feeling quite so frightened. Grown-ups are really good at helping children out to stop them feeling sad or frightened. So always, always, always talk to a grown-up if you have feelings like that, okay? Any feelings at all. Really important. Okay, let's have a look. There we go. Look, that's just what I said. If you're feeling worried or sad, talk to someone you trust. We've talked a lot about trust, haven't we? Talking to someone that we trust. The people that we trust are those people who are really close to us, our family and our teachers and our friends. Really important. Okay, let's have a look. Having a healthy mind helps us feel good on the inside, and it helps us do well. When you've got a really healthy mind, it really helps you do well at school as well. We talk about this sometimes at school, don't we? If you've had a really good night's sleep, if you've eaten healthily, if you've done some exercise, it also helps your mind to work really well. Sometimes you guys say to us, oh, I didn't have a very good sleep last night, and that makes you really tired, and it makes you not want to do your work as well as you possibly can. So it's really important that we look after our minds and our bodies in order to do some really good work and to have a happy life. Okay, let's have a look. Well, we talked about this, didn't we? How helping others keeps our mind healthy and helps us cope when we have feelings where we might feel a little bit sad. It's lovely to help other people. Okay, so what could you do to help other people feel happy and have a healthy mind? What could you guys do? Have a moment to think about it. Yeah, that's right. There's loads of things that we can do, isn't there, to help others to feel happy and have a healthy mind. I quite often make Mrs. Cutler a cup of tea, and Mrs. Cutler makes me a cup of coffee. And actually, that's just a really nice thing to do, and it makes us feel happy that we've looked after the other teacher, and it makes them feel happy as well. So it's really important that you do things that make others feel happy, and gives you a healthy mind, and also gives them a healthy mind as well. So maybe next time your grown-ups ask you to help them do something, maybe say yes. Okay, instead of saying no, because saying yes is a really nice thing. It makes everybody feel happy. Okay, let's have a look. Let's just finish this off. See, look, those two people are sharing a book together. Maybe you could read a story to your little brother or sister. That would be a nice thing to do, wouldn't it? Make everybody feel happy. Okay, we have done that. Let's have a look. Fantastic. So the next thing we're going to do is, if I stop sharing this, I'm going to show you what your activity is today. So what I'd like you guys to do is make a mental health poster. Now this is on Tapestry. If you haven't got a printer, it's fine. You can just draw it straight onto paper if you've got some, or into your books. So positive mental health. To help our minds be happy, we can. And I'd like you here to draw some pictures of the things that you guys do to keep your minds healthy. No, it's not just about exercising our bodies, playing football and things like that. It's about keeping our minds happy. So what do we talk about? Getting really good night's sleep, being kind to others and helping others makes us feel happy. There's lots of different ways that we can help our minds to be healthy. So I'd like you to draw some pictures here. Exercising, we talked about that, good for your body and for your mind. Okay, lots of different ways. And maybe do some writing at the bottom if you could. Talk about the ways that the things that you do to keep your mind happy and your mind healthy. Okay, you can there's a few lines there to do a little bit of writing. Okay, have fun, guys. It is Children's Mental Health Awareness Week. Mrs. Davis from Year 4 has posted some things on Tapestry at the beginning of the week, just some well-being ideas and some fun activities for you to do at the moment with your grown-ups, just to kind of keep your minds healthy and happy whilst we're in this lockdown. So please do have a look at that if you can. There's some great ideas on there of some fun things to do. Have fun, guys, and we'll see your postings on Tapestry later.